Hello, welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys what I did back in January. I recorded a couple of these clips of me making some sketchbooks for the new year. For this project, I took an old watercolor sketchbook I had lying around. I wanted something with heavier weight so I can paint in it and draw, or whatever. I took the pages and I pulled them out, then I cut them in half and folded them in half again. And then I pressed down on the sides so that they can be crisp for when I staple them together. For the cover, I just decided to rip off the cover of the old sketchbook and fold it in half so I can have two separate covers. Initially, I was going to make one big sketchbook, but then I realized that I made too many pages. So what I ended up doing was taking about half of what I had initially and made two separate sketchbooks from them. So the whole goal of me making the sketchbooks, because this happened back in January, so it was for a New Year's resolution, was to have a January sketchbook and a February sketchbook. And the whole point of it was to complete one drawing a day or painting for the next 30 days or 31 days in case because it was January. Once I had the two sketchbooks separated, I used my booklet stapler. It was like this really like a pamphlet stapler, that I got off of eBay a couple years ago, and I just stapled both of the sketchbooks, making sure that I didn't put too many pages in each, or else eventually the leaflets start to rip out of the book. As for the cover, I had to go back in and reinforce it since it's just a sketchbook cover and it's not chipboard. I decided to tape the entire thing with a masking tape. I went all the way around and decided to use the masking tape as like a protective base and then go back on top of it with decoration. I had some old scrap paper. No, I didn't. I actually bought that scrapbook paper the same year. It's old to me now, excuse me. I bought that scrapbook paper. It was a Christmas themed paper, and I wanted to cut it up into the individual picture sections and do like a ripped scrapbook look for it. And it was my first time doing anything like this. I've never been like I've never been into paper like this before. So I thought it would be fun to like add a lot of ripped decorative elements to it. I think around this time too, I was getting into the planner lifestyle. And if you've ever seen the planner community, they're really into like decoration, different paper patterns, stickers, all that good stuff. So I think this was me just attempting it in my own way. Even around this time, I think a couple months before then, I had bought a couple of planners from Hobonichi. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's like a Japanese planner stationery company. And I kind of went overboard because I bought a diary. I bought a weeks, which is like these smaller planners. I bought their bigger planners, their cousins. I bought like two of those. I bought one for myself, one for my mom. I bought a bunch of covers and covers on covers. I kind of went a little overboard on it. But luckily, I'm still using one of the planners that I bought. Not the others, but at least one. And because of all the planning things I was getting into, I even got some new pens like this Tombow brush pen. This is one of my favorite pens for brush lettering. I've tried other various pens, but some of them are just too loose or just too stiff. But this one gave me the right amount of bounce back to allow me to create the thin and bigger strokes when it comes to doing cursive lettering. I'm still not as good as I would like to be today, if honestly, like this was like one of the last times I have picked up a brush to letter, but I would like to get back into it because I don't think I even did that bad. Even though initially I had to do pencil it in first and then go over it with the brush pen. I think, you know, just the more I practice, the better I will be at it naturally. And just like the scrapbook paper, I also got the stickers for Christmas that same year. I got somebody gave me a pack of 500 vintage stickers, and they came in really handy, especially when I was working on this, not only this cover, but when I was doing my planning, because there were some days I would miss whole days or weeks, and so I would just put a bunch of big stickers on there. So yeah, I'm almost done at decorating this sketchbook. For some reason, I have a lot of February cover decorating and not January. Not too sure where the footage went for that, but towards the end, I do show you a little bit of how the front cover turns out. Now that I'm finished with the cover, I decided the best way to seal and protect everything, it was to laminate it. So I got one of those peel and stick lamination sheets, and I just wrapped it around the entire cover, just so as I was working on it throughout the month, it would be protected. Now, this whole sketchbook thing wasn't supposed to be the only video in this series. I was also supposed to do a painting a day, but then work picked up and, you know, life kind of happened, so I never really got to do a painting a day. But towards the end, you will see me starting off doing some paintings in this sketchbook. I ended up doing at least 2 in this one, and then I started 1 for February. So that was fun. I think next year, or really the end of this year, I would like to do this again, make some more sketchbooks for the next year, and do the same daily challenge. Just last week or this week, it was actually this week, I don't know why I said last week, I was looking through my old sketchbooks, and I saw in there that I was trying to do the 100-day head challenge, and it was actually not that bad drawings or even coloring. Like, basically, I think I stopped because I was like, oh, my drawing skills are bad. But when I was looking through it, I'm like, no, this is actually not bad at all. Like, if I had continued with it, I'm probably sure I would have learned something about drawing or negative shades or coloring and things to be more visually appealing. But anyway, the whole point of it was that once I saw that I had done that challenge, even though it seems like I only did like up to day 5, I think it would have been cool if I had continued with that challenge. And I would like to do so this year I would like to do that. I think this is also a really good way to recycle old sketchbooks that you have, is to make them into new sketchbooks, because sometimes you don't want to go back into an older sketchbook because you remember the time that you initially had it, and you know it's been several years since you've cracked it open, and now it's just like looking at your old stuff and like mixing in new stuff. It kind of feels weird, and for some reason I feel like artists always have this like sensation to want to start something new, like always like, oh, okay, you see a challenge and now you're like, oh, let me get a new sketchbook for this challenge, or I see this really nice notebook that has like really nice cover, let me, you know, get this leather bound, you know, and start all my batch sketches and things like that. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks like that. Hopefully I'm not. But I think because that tends to happen, is a good idea to try to recycle sketchbooks if you can, if the papers are rippable, and make a new sketchbook from it. Save some money, and also, you know, get that urge out. And then you could also be more creative with your covers, and because you made everything, you know, because you don't have to like be like me and get like a booklet stapler. You could have done it with your hand and use a needle and thread and did a saddle stitch and make your own covers, and came away with the same results that I did in making a sketchbook. I do realize I should also explain what I'm doing here. I mean, not that you guys are blind and you can't tell the obvious, but I am painting flowers. But these flowers are coming from an artist reference book that I got a couple of years ago. I got them off of eBay for like $6 or maybe $12. Can't remember. It's been a while, but wanted to get better at global shapes and just doing like gloss representation of shapes, and not necessarily getting really detailed work done. Like, I don't feel like everything that you do has to be photorealistic. Sometimes just a suggestion that it is a flower is good enough for me. And on the other side, I started painting one of these dolls that I have. I made this doll, I want to say at least a year ago, and I don't think I've ever really done a good set of paintings on her. And this year, even though I did this at the beginning of this year, even in September that we're recording this video now, I would like to do a few more paintings of the set of dolls that I have before I start to make my new set. While I was going over my small collection, I realized that my skill set has grown and it would be beneficial to do another set. Before I had stopped because I felt like, okay, what am I gonna do with all these dolls if I keep on making more? But now that I see that the skills have grown since as I was making them, that it would be a good thing to make more and to also have more people to paint, because I use these dolls as my models for paintings. Having the same 5 faces isn't as fun as I thought it would be. So right now I'm just showing me painting one of them. And even though her face isn't based off of any one person, I think she does have her own unique set of characteristics that make her fun to paint. I don't know, behind her eyes I feel like she's very moody and mysterious with a little bit of sass to her. I don't know, just like how like different dolls have different personalities, I think she has one too. And also, while there's only so much things you can say about an inanimate object that you are painting, I'm gonna let the rest of this video play and let me know if you have any comments or questions. I'm always happy to answer. I think after this video, I might do a sketchbook tour or a vlog that I took last week. I'm not too sure, I'm still deciding, but you will see me next week. So have a great day.
Mm-hmm.